Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm a little bit more casual today in studio because I am so excited about what we're doing today. Let me tell you about how you wow, I got to learn how to talk. I'm so relaxed. I am literally stumbling over my words. All right, let me tell you how you can connect with us. First of all, at Be Terrific TV on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, you can email us, connect@beterrific.com. And you can join our IRC chat. Go to beterrific.com/live. Scroll down underneath the video player, and you'll find an IRC chat there. You can interact with other viewers. You can interact with us on air. And, of course, you can also talk to us when we're not on air. We keep it going 24 hours a day, but it's a great way to interact with us now while we're on air. Now, I'm really excited about this show today. We're going to be launching 2 video game shows in the next few weeks. I told you about that. And you know, that's going to be great. But today we have a Super Bowl legend in studio who's a video gamer, who's a tech guy, and we've got all sorts of fun stuff to talk about. So I want to welcome Super Bowl legend, Giants legend, Stephen Baker to Be Terrific and to the Michael Artsis Show. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, it's so good to have you here in studio. I'm excited. We talk a lot. First of all, I love the hat. You got to represent the I think of Mario Brothers immediately when I see that, but that's the NES console.
Exactly. If you're a gamer from way back, when you see this hat, I saw it in Target. I didn't even think twice. And it doesn't get better than wearing Giant stuff and video game stuff.
Well, it does. I mean, you've got the Super Bowl ring on. Which thank you for bringing it into the studio. I love it. And then this is the Lombardi Trophy. Every player gets one?
Yeah, every player that played on that Super Bowl team got the trophy. The actual one is at the stadium, but we all got a replica. And as you've held it, it's pretty heavy. It's just a smaller version of the big one. And
I've never held one in my hand. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it tarnishes just like real silver. It gets bad, so I have to keep it clean. And for about 15 years, it was just getting black and dirty. And then I went on YouTube, and someone said, just take a clean sock, some warm water, and some white toothpaste, and it'll come right off.
You go on YouTube for everything.
Just about. Any problem that I have, I recommend it to anybody. You just type it in. Someone has written a tutorial or did a video on how to do it. You just look through a couple of them and find which one works for you.
That's amazing. All free, too.
All free. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember back in the old days, you'd have to go ask somebody or go read a book. Now you can just go look it up and have it done for you and then just copy it.
It's pretty cool. When you got this, what were your thoughts? Do you remember back then you were in the 91 Super Bowl, beat the Bills, with seconds left. I think. Do you remember the final score? I always think it's 17-16. Is that the correct score?
Close. 1-point victory, 20-19.
20-19.
Yes.
I always get that wrong. I don't know why. 20-19. I watched that game. I thought Norwood was going to hit that field goal.
Just like everybody else, and I myself included. That's why as he approached the ball to kick it, I turned my back. I didn't want to look at it because I sized it up. I'm like, here he is, and there's the goalpost. He's making it.
When you were first handed the Lombardi Trophy on the field, what was going through your mind then?
Well, actually, I didn't get the chance to touch it until we got on the bus.
Really?
Yes.
So I don't remember back then, they didn't make such a big deal, everybody getting handed the trophy and running around the stadium.
No, what they did, it was inside the locker room when it was handed.
They didn't even do it on the field.
No. So they handed to Mrs. Mara and Mr. Mara right there, and LT and
probably Phil Simms
and Otis Anderson and Hosteller.
And Otis.
They were all up there, and they got to do it. But when we got on the bus, I actually got it when we landed in New Jersey to drive back to the stadium. I was sitting way up in the front, and they put the trophy in my lap. So I'm sitting on the bus. We're driving down the turnpike, and I'm holding the Super Bowl trophy.
Can you imagine if you had an iPhone or something to take a selfie back then?
You know, we didn't even know what selfies were back then.
What were you thinking about, though, when it was put in your hands?
You know what? This is what I worked all my life for, you know, and here it is. And, you know, what's next? After this, it was truly a culmination of a dream come true.
Now, when you get the ring and you get the trophy, what is that like?
Well, Parcells did a great job motivating us to get a Super Bowl. When I came here in '87 rather, they had just won the Super Bowl, and they got their rings the following March. And we happened to be there in minicamp. So he has all the players in the room. He said, okay, rookies, get the heck out of here. And we walk out the room, and we see all these guys standing out there with trays, with waiter suits on, trays of rings that they're going to give to the guys that just won. And we're sitting out there looking like losers. And they come back out, and they're showing us their rings and all that. And that kind of motivated us. He's like, we want to be in that position one day. So when I got my ring, it was like, wow, looking back on that day and where I come to now, it was humbling. It was cool.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's very amazing. And you're very into tech and drones and also video gaming. You just showed me before we went on air, you've got a steering wheel from a Ferrari with pedals, a clutch, gas, and brake, and a shifter, but also the paddle shifters.
Yes.
And you play Gran Turismo on your PS3 with this.
Yes, I race online. Anybody that's still playing Gran Turismo 6, you can look me up, TD Maker 85. Come to Silverstone and we can rock.
How'd you get the nickname Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker? How'd you get the touchdown maker? I mean, obviously you scored touchdowns, but other guys have scored touchdowns. There's nobody else who's called the touchdown maker. So how'd you get that?
Well, you have to live up to it for one. And I got it when I was in junior college.
Okay.
I scored like 31 touchdowns in 2 years. And it was the national junior college record at the time, actually tied with O.J. Simpson.
Wow.
And that's the only thing we have in common, though, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Just so we get that straight.
You only kill people in video games.
Exactly. But he, that was a record I was proud of. And I'd scored 4 touchdowns in one game, and a reporter came up to me and said, man, that was a great performance. Do you mind if I write Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker? And I'm like, sure, go ahead. I didn't think nothing of it. I was not trying to be cocky. I just thought it was cool. It rhymed. And every time I touched the ball out of 5 times, I would say at least 2 would be touchdowns. So it wasn't bragging. And, I went to Fresno State. The name kind of stuck. And, I scored on punt returns, reverses as well. Then I come to the Giants, and Parcells knocks me right down. Touchdown maker, how many touchdowns you got in this league? I'm like, none, coach. So, I had to prove myself again here. And
then did he warm up and start calling you the touchdown maker?
No, he never did.
He never did,
No.
but your teammates did.
My teammates did, yeah. And because he didn't like little guys, believe it or not.
No, I know that about Parcells.
Yeah, he didn't like little guys.
So he wouldn't have liked me very much.
No, he would have hated you.
Well, yeah. I've interviewed him. He likes me, but he
No.
wouldn't have liked me as a player.
No.
Not that I could have played football. But so how do you overcome that? Because I've seen there are a lot of guys like Sonoris Moss never seemed to overcome that for the Giants. Coughlin doesn't really like little guys either. And he was never able to really overcome that. How do you overcome that?
You got to be mentally strong. You got to come in there and say, let me prove this son of a gun wrong. And that was my whole objective every day in practice. I'm going to prove him wrong. And it fared well for me. And, I had a great career.
And you and Parcells, I imagine, have a wonderful relationship.
Oh, yeah, we're cool now. I had to earn his, earn his
But
respect.
he's like that with everybody.
Yes, and what's great about him is he treats everybody, he knows what buttons to push on every individual.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's how you get the best out of people. If I ever went into coaching, I would do the same thing.
Some moves today, by the way. Were you surprised Revis going back to the Jets?
That was kind of shocking to me.
Yeah.
But as we talked off air, I guess, these players today, once they get a ring, they figure, okay, I'm going to move my talent somewhere else, and I've done the ultimate.
Right. I'll take my ring and a check, please.
Yes.
And then, but the Jets also got Ryan Fitzpatrick, which seems like a good fit to me as their quarterback. It's certainly, in my mind, an upgrade, which now they've got some wide receivers. They've got their defense somewhat solidified, and maybe Ryan's not the best quarterback ever, but to me, I almost think he's a game manager that can get it done, where I think that in my mind, Hostetler was much better than a game manager, but in that year where he replaced Sims, to me, he seemed a little bit like a game manager.
Yeah, and basically he had a lot more mobility than Sims, and he was more of a risk taker. And not to talk about Sims. Sims was a great quarterback, but if the play was not there, he's not going to take a chance, and force it, which can be a good thing.
Sure.
But then sometimes, you got to roll the dice. And if a bomb play is called and the receiver is slightly even or a little bit ahead, you just let it fly and say, go make a play for me. And that was Hostetler's strength.
Yeah, I like that. I'm the kind of guy. Roll the dice. Go make a play. Here it is.
Yeah, go make a play.
Steven, here it is. Go score a touchdown.
Yeah, trust me, I got a little chill now just thinking about it because that's exactly his mentality.
Did you ever have that in the huddle? Was there ever like, I got this, or just throw it out there, I'll go get it?
No, but what Sims would do, which was kind of cool, like most of our routes were called mirrored routes, which means if they called it on one side, it was the other side. So 82 semi was a quick out over here, 12-yard out, it's a 12-yard out over here. So it's up to him.
Sure.
And as he would call the play, he'd say, all right, 682 semi, break, and on two or whatever, break. And then as I get a couple of feet away, he'd be like, let's go, Bakes. And that's when I say, okay, I know I'm getting this one now. It's not that I'm not going to run it a little harder. You're supposed to run every route harder, but now it just feels good.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's funny. I remember, like, I played in middle school and high school, and the thing was, I was a quarterback, and I remember, like, I always wanted to go on two. I always wanted to see if I could draw them off sides. So I would do everything on two, or three or four, but I never wanted to go on one. And
let me tell you, you bring up a bad memory. We were playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and Sims called it on three, and it was a bomb route, a 9 route. So I'm like excited. I'd already scored 2 touchdowns, and I'd be darned. They called a 9.99, and he said on three, break. I get up there, he go, hot. I jump off sides, and I knew. And the sad thing is, I was at the wide side of the field. He was going to throw it to me, and I jumped off sides, man. So I hated going on 3.
Awesome. Yeah, that's yeah. I like 2. 2 is good. You can get them because you can go.
Yes, you can catch them off.
You can
guard.
catch them. 3, I don't know, but I'd like 2. I like 2. And he drew you off sides, and then you don't get to do that play.
Oh no, they're not gonna call it again, and that's burned me up.
But I never understand that. Like,
me neither.
Why? If that's the play you're going with, go with the play.
You know what? It's almost like they punishing you. You
Yeah.
know, and that was Ron Earhart was our offensive coordinator. I think he was punishing us. Like, okay, so you guys want to jump off sides? I'm not gonna call that play no more.
All right, so you've got your drone in here too. We're gonna show that off later, and maybe even get you to fly the one with the goggles in here, which would be awesome. But I want to do something now. You and I were playing a little Madden before. I want to play a little retro gaming, and then maybe we'll take a commercial break and play some modern gaming.
Okay.
But the bottom line is the retro gaming we used to think was so cool, right?
Yes.
And so we loaded up Madden, and it was not as easy to play as we remember.
No.
And then we loaded up Joe Montana football, which I remember loving. It wasn't as fun, but we found a game, NHL '93.
Yes.
So let's just play and talk gaming and get into it. All right, so I'm controller 1 here, I guess. We'll start the game over. I think Pete can bring this up. Oh, I guess you have to hit reset. Adam, can you hit Adam's in here? We got Chris. We got the whole team. Peter's here. Can you hit reset on the console? We've got to reset the thing because you can't restart it. You can't hit quit the game. So here
it
we
ain't
go.
like it used to be.
It's
not
it's
like
not
it
like
is
it is
now.
today, right? So here we go. We got regular season. We got to do 2 players head to head. I'm player 1, so I'm going to be New York.
And I'm gonna stay Chicago.
You're going to stay Chicago.
I like them.
I know Ben's very happy about that in the chat room. Ben is a big Chicago guy. I'm going to be the Rangers, the New York Rangers. Just make sure. All right, there we go.
Now,
Mark
did this
Messier.
game? How did it save the progress?
Oh, it
'Cause they
didn't because
memory.
we had to restart it. If you remember.
No, I meant like back in the day. If you played a season on here, could you play a season?
I don't think you
can't remember.
could. Could you play a season? I don't know. We'll have to
Okay.
figure that out. All right, so here we go. We might be playing a season. I think it just showed us a Calgary score. All right, I'm in white, and there I am. I've got that's Chris King taking the puck up the ice. He passes across to Messier.
I'll check you out doing the commentary.
Well, I wanted to do a little. This is fun though. Like we could get into this now. If you remember, the wraparound was the big deal in this game. Do you remember that? That was the
No.
cheat. If you wrapped it around, there's Jeremy Roenick. The Beezer almost makes a save, but it goes way out of play. So this game seemed really awesome back in the day. This was the first one I think that I really loved. How about hockey for you? Did you get into hockey back then?
You know what? I played on the Intellivision. And if any of you old guys remember the Intellivision version, whenever you did a check on him, the guy would sit on the ice and just sit there and look stupid. He made a whoosh noise, a whoof, and the guy would just be sitting there on the ice looking crazy. So that's what I kind of got into.
Did you ever
hockey.
play Blades of Steel?
Oh, of course.
Blades of Steel was the best.
And they had a football game like that too.
They did, right? I don't remember what it was called. You're pretty good at this though, because before when we were warming up, you had a couple goals. That's Ed Belfour in net, I think. Jeff Boogaboom has the puck. Roenick takes it. Here comes Boogaboom. He's got nothing to do with the puck. Boogaboom never had anything to do with the puck. You just get it out, clear it.
Get in there.
There
Well,
you
look
go.
at you take my man out. You know what
wait
you're
till,
doing.
Oh, wait
You
till
know
I
what
really
you're
take your
doing.
man out. You'll be bleeding. Oh, there we
today,
go.
not
Are the guys
today.
enjoying this? Ben said he had in television. Janny wants the Wild, but the Wild didn't exist in this game. Messier takes the puck, beats Roenick. Oh, right in on Belfour. Belfour with the stop. Yeah. So you guys, did you ever take like the games on the road or anything?
Yeah, actually, I used to take my Sega Genesis on the road and hook it up in the hotel room, and somehow it would disrupt the cable, and you could watch the movies for free. I didn't have to pay for movies. And
Wait a second. So you're running around playing for the Giants, and you're watching free movies in hotel rooms. The Giants don't pay for everything, all the incidentals.
no, they gave you money for like for food and stuff, but it wasn't. It was about $100.
A day?
Now I want to say for the whole two days.
Come on.
Yeah, so
They could give you a couple bucks. There you go. Chris King scores from Gartner and Boogaboom. I like it. Yes.
But yeah, we used to play all the time. Greg Jackson, Howard Cross, and actually football wasn't our main game. Actually,
Hockey was, right?
no, Street Fighter, man.
Street
Are
Fighter.
you kidding me?
Do we have Street Fighter, Adam? We have to get Street Fighter in here. I'm gonna
No,
get my
we
butt
used to
kicked.
go crazy with
Wasn't
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter had like who? Oh my God, it had the girl, right?
Chun-Li with them
Chun-Li, yes.
100-foot kicks.
Hiya!
Yes.
Judo wasn't Judo Chop from that game?
I like the
Was it
the
like
big,
Johnny?
the
what was
sumo
the guy?
wrestler was my guy.
He was your guy.
Yeah, he had that 100 hand slap or whatever.
Ihana, there you go.
And-
Adam chimes in with Ihana.
And then what's the one that had the electricity? I used to hate him. Yeah, you jump on him and he electrocute you.
How did you get into gaming?
Wow, growing up in Los Angeles, this is where my mother kept us in the house. When everybody else was playing Atari, which I had Atari and went crazy for it, but we got wind of in television and saw those graphics. And I'm like, Mom, we got to have that game.
Do you remember how good the graphics were on this?
When it first came out?
Yeah, I mean,
oh,
not
course.
now.
Yeah, this was revolutionary.
Oh, I thought I was going to lay you out right there. Oh, Beezer, come on. Yeah, it was revolutionary. And then every generation, like when we played Madden 90, and then we were like, oh, what's the next one? And the
Right.
graphics were like, they were pretty much the same before. Like when we were playing it, it was basically the same. When we got them, you remember they were like, oh my God, look at this.
Exactly. I had no idea it was this jagged. And
Did you were other guys in the league back then? Were they like taking games around and stuff?
no, and you know what? I can only speak from the Giants. I was the only one on the Giants that was doing it.
Did everybody come into your room then?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we play for the money, for a little money. And,
Oh, I like that.
and they used to get really heated sometimes.
You want to play for the Lombardi Trophy?
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
We're
'Cause
gonna do
I'm
it?
not losing. No, that's okay.
I'll put up my Emmy against
You put up
it.
your Emmy. Let's go.
All right, where's
no, I'm
my
joking.
Emmy? Oh, here it is. Look, I keep it right here just in case. Here you go. I'll put up my
Awesome.
Emmy against it. No, I couldn't take the Lombardi from you. I was playing. What do we do with Brienne? We did something, and she wanted to trade me. You saw that episode of the show where we had Brienne go up against me on ice.
Yes.
But before that, she was in studio, and she wanted to trade me her silver medal for an Emmy outright. Because
Ooh.
I've got a couple of Emmys, and she's got a couple of silver medals.
Really?
And I couldn't let her do it.
She
I would have
really-
done it. I would have done it, reported the Emmy stolen, and gotten another
I tell you what, I held a gold medal. I had no idea those things were that heavy, man.
So heavy, I couldn't
yeah, I
believe
was
it.
like, wow. That makes
But
like,
your ring is pretty heavy.
yeah, but it ain't got nothing on no gold medal.
Oh, here we go. All right, you
way.
remember how to do this?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to destroy you then. Chris King is my secret weapon.
Come on. I can't believe this. They don't do this in any other games no more, right?
No, I don't think they fight anymore in the games.
Look
I
at the
don't
other
know.
people fight. Oh, you put me on my keister.
Told you.
Good one.
I'm not going to lose a hockey fight. I might lose the game. I'm not going to lose a fight. That's for sure.
And you know what's really cool these days, Adam, is that a lot of women are starting to get into gaming
Yeah,
more.
I love that.
Yeah, because I'm on Twitch a lot, and trust me, I see a lot of women playing GTA 5, Skyrim.
My wife is into gaming. I want to get,
Cool.
like, what should I get? Should I get an Xbox One? We've got the PS4 here.
Yeah, get the Xbox One
Get-
so you have variety.
And then we could bring them both in, and then we can play, whatever. But my wife is into it. She wants me to get, like, Mortal Kombat so she can kick my butt.
Oh, wow,
something
that used to be a good
Fighting
game.
like that. And she likes car games, so I'm going to have to get the steering wheel.
You got to get the steering wheel.
Oh, that steering wheel's insane.
Yeah, it cost me a grip, but you know what? Once you race with it one time online
Yeah.
and you see the advantage of it,
Well, it's
As
like,
far
does it really feel like driving?
yes. Especially when I do it on my projector and I project a 110-inch screen on my wall while I'm playing. It don't get any realer than that.
I love that.
No, I'm hardcore, man.
Do you do any flight simulators?
I love flight simulators. I got to upgrade my computer to be able to do them like I want to again. But I used to have the whole setup
Yeah.
with the stick and the
Really?
yoke and yeah.
That's the problem, though, is every time you get a game, like a new console, you got to redo the games, right? I mean the
a
hardware.
PC, yeah. If you get a PC, but
So there's this company that we're talking to called Project Triforce. They're amazing, and they want to hook us up with some of their hardware. They make the guns for some of these, like Halo and stuff. And so, like, the gun in the game you could play with, like a replica of that, but it actually works as like a controller.
really,
Yeah, you think that's cool?
heck yeah, that would be awesome.
So we're gonna bring that stuff in. I'm excited about that.
I tell you what, did you ever play the Call of Duties
A
series?
long time ago. I'm not very good at it. You know what? I think I'd be better without a controller. Like with one of these guns, I might be better.
Yeah. Can I just share something with you?
Yes.
I used to play Call of Duty a lot online, and I still do. But I met this young lady. She goes by the name of Snipe Shot.
Okay.
She is our age, 50.
Oh my God.
And
she's
she
good.
kicks behind. Yes. I'm talking about, at the end of the match, 27 kills, 30 kills.
Wow.
That would
you
be
just
her.
knocked Messier out for the period with blood. What are you doing? You're not supposed to hurt Messier. Ah, he just took my idol out.
Sorry.
It's all right. He'll heal. Now he looks like the picture hanging in my office called Bloody Mess. Gartner's going to score. Don't worry. He'll make it up.
Come on.
Well, at least everybody got to see blood. So she's doing that? That's
Yes.
amazing.
And the funny thing is, for females out there who say that they can't do it, she just took an interest in it with her son, and she found out she loved it. And this is all she do, though. That's the only game she plays, Modern Warfare 2.
That's pretty cool. And she's good. How did she, get good at it? She's just good at it.
Yeah, way better than me, and I ain't ashamed to admit it. And at the end of the match, the kids always say, "Who's Snipe Shot?"
You're
And
like,
if they only knew it was a 50-year-old woman
That's
just
amazing.
whooping behind like that.
I
So,
like that.
I think it's
I like
pretty
that
cool.
girls get involved in this stuff
I
and
do
they
too.
play it and they have fun with it.
Oh, come on,
yeah,
man.
baby. I made you pay. Darren Turcotte was sick and they traded him away. But he made you pay because he replaced Messier. So, yeah, you think you take out Messier, it's no big deal. But
That's okay.
or it is no big deal.
It's okay.
So what about so she's playing, and I think that's what's good because everybody can then play and it becomes like a community thing. I like that, and I like meeting people online who play, and I like the idea of people being able to make money playing.
Yeah.
They're not athletes though. Can we say that though? I hate that they're called. Here we go again. Chris King again. He gets out of the box. He's ready to go. That's against Roenick, so I'm taking out your best player right now, or your second best. Yeah, your best player.
Yeah, you're right. We're not going to call them athletes. I'm sorry.
They're not. I mean, it's just. Well, do you think race?
Oh.
Yes, 2 for 2, baby, and it's 2-0.
Yeah.
You got to start paying attention.
No, you kicking my butt. This ain't my sport, though. Let's get that straight. This is your sport.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it is my sport.
And you know little nuances because I see you take my man out when I want to pass it to him in the middle there. I ain't got nobody to pass it to because you done took him out. I'm like, what the?
You were pretty good at this game when we warmed up, though. You were winning like 4-2. So, what about the?
Race car drivers?
Yeah, I mean,
being
do you think that
athletes?
they're athletes? Come on.
Have you ever driven a stock car?
I've never driven a stock car.
Me neither. But I sat in one and tried to turn that wheel.
Yeah.
And I have to say they are athletes.
Really?
Yes.
But I mean, the machine is doing the work for them.
Yeah, but they're in that car pulling G's in those turns.
Yeah.
And it's stressful on your arms.
So they're athletes.
They are.
I don't know.
I'm
not
sorry.
sure I buy it.
Now if you want to talk golf,
They're not
I don't
straight-
think golfers are athletes. That's just an activity.
I'm sorry.
And I love golf.
George Carlin, everybody.
And I love golf, but golf's an activity.
It
dude.
is definitely an activity.
If you want to make golf a sport, let them run to the holes in between.
I think you should
and
put
let
a
people-
shot clock in
and let
golf.
people boo.
Yes,
You
and
know?
a shot clock.
Why you got to be quiet? Shh, quiet, please.
Yes, I agree.
And don't get me wrong, I love it because I
It's a
can
great.
watch it.
It's a great activity. It's you know what it is. It's an athletic activity.
It's an
but
athletic
You're not
activity.
an athlete. I agree.
Yeah.
And you can look like Tiger Woods. People say, "Oh, he's an athlete." Yeah, he gets in the gym and he works out and he runs and he does all that stuff. That's athletic. He's an athlete, but he's not an athlete.
Oh.
Yes, because of his golf game. Brian Leach, baby, I love it.
No, you're right.
So they're saying that in NASCAR the car doesn't do the work for you, but in F1 it does. You know, I don't know about that. I don't know that there's that much of a difference. You're shifting. That's it. But
And-
you know what? You still. I
Well, you
don't
know what?
If you're gonna call a NASCAR guy an athlete, you're gonna call an F1 guy an athlete.
And I love my F1 too, and they're right. Those are fantastic machines, and the car is basically, but it still takes a certain amount of.
First of all, the
Guts.
steering wheel is just as strong, right? You're not turning that steering wheel any easier. There's no power steering. And you got big wide tires.
Yeah.
I would actually maybe argue that F1's a little bit more intense than
Without a doubt.
NASCAR, especially with the turns that they have. They don't
Oh.
just turn left or turn right.
Dude, and they
have
travel all
tracks.
across the world
The
and race
world.
tracks. And you got to learn the track in what, a week?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And set up?
All right, I got an idea, man. This is fun. Are you enjoying this?
Yes.
All right. What if we take a commercial break
Okay.
and we play? Oh wait, you're gonna score. I'm not gonna let you score, but I'm gonna wait till you score one.
No, that's
Here we go.
no.
If Messier scores here, it's over. I was gonna say, why don't we play? Oh yeah. Oh, Steve Larmer. We'll see you on the Rangers in a year.
That was funny.
We will. You want to play like we have PS4? Do we have Chris? What game do we have for PS4 that we could play? We have NHL 15. You want to play NHL 15
Let's
on
go.
PS4?
Let's go new
like
school.
A new school?
Let's go new
now
school.
I'm told that there's a learning curve, and I'm going to get killed by you in this.
No, what are you talking about? I've never even played it.
Yeah, but you played it on like Xbox.
No, not
No?
hockey.
You're not a hockey. I thought you liked hockey.
Not as much.
Not
I mean,
as
I play.
much.
I buy. I
you
get
play
all
Madden?
Yes,
All
but I
right.
buy all the demos. I get all the demos and
Yeah.
try hockey, and I'm amazed at the graphics on it. So this may get me back into it.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back. Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker, is in studio, and we'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Don't go anywhere. We've got to set this thing up. It'll take a minute.
Groovy.
At Be Terrific, we do a lot of events and bring you a lot of great coverage. But we need to spread the word about Be Terrific, and you guys do a great job of doing that for us. We really appreciate that. But to do it fully, we need branding. And when we do these events, we need to be able to set up quickly and easily and have a home base, to be able to create a set, protect our gear, and shield our talent from lights of the event we're in, so we can add our own lighting and hang our cameras. We've teamed up with Easy Up to do that for Comic-Con and going forward. They gave us a great shelter that takes no time to set up and also is toolless. It's phenomenal and it's reasonably priced. So whether you have a production company, a media house, or you want to just sell some products at an event, what you need is an Easy Up Top. An Easy Up Top is phenomenal. You can do all sorts of branding. You can add side rails like we have. You can add a back wall like we have. And you'll get aerial branding, on the ground branding, and a place to put all your stuff, protect your team, and call home. It's perfect. What you want to do is go to easyup.com. That's easyup.com. Talk to Wayne Dove. He's a sales guy there. He's amazing. He's become a good friend, and he took good care of us. He's the one who got us our tent. They've got great people there, they've got a great team, and they've got a great, rich, storied history. There's no better shelter, there's no faster shelter than Easy Up. It sets up in minutes, it's fire tested and fire rated, and it's fire retardant. They're really, really structurally sound, and they look beautiful. How could you beat that? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're reasonably priced. So that's the kicker. Go to easyup.com. Tell Wayne that Be Terrific sent you. They'll take good care of you, don't worry, and have your company represented well at your next event. And it only takes minutes to set up and break down and then set up again. Look how amazing it looks. I am so excited about this. Thank you, Easy Up.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, the DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
You know, I'm a gearhead and a tech nut, just like you are, and I love DSLR photography and video. And there's no better place to find out about rumors and the truth and get gear reviews than planet5d.com. Anything DSLR, you need to go to planet5d.com. My friend Mitch, he started it. It's really a tremendous blog. Go to planet5d.com today and check out the great content and great reviews they have there, and figure out what camera or lenses you need for your next project. Of course, they talk lighting and audio too, so they'll help you with that as well. They've got a great forum, and on top of it, you might be watching this content because of them. They're posting our coverage on planet5d.com. So thank you, Mitch, and go to planet5d.com to check out a lot of great information on a lot of great cameras.
Hi, my name is Salam, and this is #Cube. It is a touchscreen display that wirelessly streams all my social media feeds. It is perfect for sharing with my friends and family, and also saving my favorite photos so I can take the #Cube about anywhere. Well, who would want the #Cube? Well, just about everyone. Instagram lovers, photographers, foodies, parents, grandparents, pet lovers, fashionistas, beauty buffs, art lovers, travelers. Really, the story is this: whatever you're into, #Cube brings it to you on a beautiful screen that you can share with family and friends everywhere. #Cube is available now, so order yours today using the link below, and don't forget to pick one up for your friends and family as well.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Based on what we just saw.
Wow.
Look at this.
All right, I'm the Rangers. Steve is the Kings.
Oh my God! Based on what we just played, look
Wait,
at this,
do I have
man.
the puck? I don't even. Wait, what's happening? Do we? Wait, we have to.
Dude,
hold on,
look how
Adam, help
real-
us out. Are you moving the?
That's me.
That you are moving?
I'm about to score.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Dude, does this look real or what?
This is real, and we're playing on like a 65-inch TV.
Oh God!
But how do I change guys? All right, so here we go. Pass the puck. There we go. Richards. Oh my God.
Look how wide this looks.
Hagelin.
Oh!
Quick's not gonna let one go in. This is insane. Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker. Here we go. Come on, let's go. You want to go?
I'm impressed.
Here we go. I love this. This is insane.
I mean, look how much wider the.
How do I change guys? That's all I want to know. Adam, how do I change guys? X, but it's not changing the guy for me. It's passing. Here we go. Kreider down the ice.
It's X. Yeah, X
I don't think
changes it.
do I have to hit the analog? Yes! Yeah! Steve Nash. No, Steve Nash. Sorry. What am I talking about? Wrong sport. Do I have to hit a button here, Adam, that activates my controller better?
Oh my!
Oh, it wasn't Nash. It was Kreider. Chris Kreider. I thought it was Nash who scored that. I'm saying Steve Nash. I'm an idiot. Rick Nash. Wait, what are you doing? Adam's bouncing out of the game for us.
Man, that's bull. I'm sorry.
I
You talking, don't even know what you're doing. And
have
scored
no
on me.
idea what I'm doing.
And
Am I
scored
doing
on me.
anything wrong? All right, here we go.
I'm like, aren't you amazed? Look how wide it
It's
looks. The
unbelievable.
other one didn't look like this.
Well, because that other one was 4:3, because we're playing
Oh,
standard def.
okay,
Yeah, this
okay.
is HD. But I don't think I'm playing. I think the game is playing you. Hold on a second. How do we make sure that I'm playing?
Okay.
Hold on, Adam, check this out. I don't think I'm playing. Here you go. Look, what is Lundqvist doing?
New
All right, so hold on a second,
DualShock
everybody.
wireless
We got to
control.
make sure I'm playing.
All right. That's
No, you're playing, right? Is there
Yes.
a pause button? You're playing. You have control. I don't have control of the guys like you have.
See, that's me. I'm controlling. Wow, this is. I think I might have to get this.
You're gonna beat me when I don't even have the puck. Adam? What? Adam's doing something. Everybody. All right. So, you might have. This is the first time you've ever played PlayStation 4.
Yes, and a hockey game in decades.
But you're gonna have to get this now.
I am, because I had no idea. That looks so real to me right now. I can't even.
Wait, where's his controller then? So that's his controller.
Oh,
Where's
mine
my
just shut
controller?
off now. The blue light came off.
Hold on. Adam's gonna set this up. We're gonna.
All right,
I guess
so-
I thought we had it set up, but we
I
didn't.
did too.
So
So
we're
that
gonna set
score
it up.
doesn't count that you did.
No, my goal doesn't count.
'Cause
We're
that was
gonna-
the computer.
How about we start over?
Sounds good to me.
Whatever it is, I'm minus a goal.
Okay,
Let's just
cool.
we don't want to start the whole thing over. I'm just minus a goal, so it's actually 0-0.
Gotcha.
Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
I like that. Is that what you were trying to do with Scott Norwood? You were like, whatever he does right now, it's -3.
Yeah, right.
Are we good to go, Adam?
I think you guys had it on one player.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. We forget about all that. There we go. So we're gonna quit match and we're gonna start over. Are you sure? Yes, we're sure. We want to quit the game.
Okay.
We were just so excited. We
I
saw
know.
those
God,
graphics.
I was totally blown away with
What?
that.
So tell me about your drone. Maybe Chris can bring your drone out right now. You've got 2 drones here. One we're
Yeah.
gonna fly at some point in the studio. This is the smallest.
Yeah,
one.
this one I call my baby drone.
Okay.
It
We're
yeah.
super into drones. I've done a bunch of tech reviews on them. We've got the extreme flyers. We've got all sorts of ones. We got small and big. We've done a lot with DJI. We had Colin Gwynn from 3D Robotics on with the Iris, which is amazing. I got to show you that interview. But this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this one just came out. It's called a Nano QX.
Okay.
And what's unique about it is that it has a front motion camera on here.
720p.
Yes.
Okay.
And with the goggles that I use,
Let me.
you know, you can fly this around. Thank you. You can fly this around in your studio and looking through here. But what
How
I
do
like
you do
to
that with your glasses? Do you take the glasses off?
Yeah, I have to take the glasses
That's what
off.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm blind as a bat. But you know what? You're so excited. You're like, wow, I'm looking through here. I forget that I can't even see.
What'd you do when you played? Did you wear contacts?
No, I could actually see then. I'm an old man now, Mike. I'm 50 years old.
Fair
No,
enough.
I'm an old guy now, so it's tough. But like I said, you get so excited that you're flying FPV. I don't even notice that I can't.
And you
see.
can fly it without, so you fly it literally through the goggles, actually from its point of view.
Yes, and that takes some getting used to after all of my life flying in third person.
Because you've done like planes and helicopters, like the
Yeah.
real old school remote control ones that are a lot harder to control.
Yeah, my real passion is remote control helicopter.
And you still do that.
I would love it to death.
But this is just, because this sets up in 2 minutes. And you don't have
Sets
to
up
go
in
out to
2
like
minutes,
a field.
and I'm into photography, so
Yeah.
I love getting these great shots, and I love taking pictures of the guys flying their planes. I'm like a director, flying my quad next to their planes as they're taking off, and then I take it home, cut it up, and put music to it, and make
Wow.
it really nice.
Oh, look at you. You're like
Yeah.
a whole editor or a whole production team.
Like I said, jack of all trades, a master of none.
We got to get you out there. A master of gaming, first of all, and a master of football, for sure.
Yeah.
How much does this thing cost?
Well, this little bugger here, if you just bought it by itself,
Oh, no, the whole thing.
okay, the whole caboodle, this would be about $470.
That's not bad, because you get the goggles and everything and the
Right.
transmitter, and it records onto the camera as well.
Not on this one.
Okay.
But these goggles can be used
Work
with my bigger one here, and the GoPro, which records onto this one.
You have 2 GoPros you can mount on there?
Yeah, I just use the case because this is not actually a GoPro
Oh,
camera,
that's not a
and it won't
GoPro.
fit in there. So I just put some Velcro on it so it can
What
adhere.
camera is that?
This is a camera that this company makes, Horizon Hobbies.
Okay.
And it's comparable to the GoPro. I have a GoPro over there as well. This one was only $50.
Wow.
And it takes just as great a picture as the GoPro. And so now I can look through here
and
and
that.
fly it
You
and
ever worry
record.
about that falling off with the Velcro? No.
No, because I don't do any wild maneuvers. Like I said, I'm all into stable flight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing loops and all that stuff. I'm real gentle when I fly because, like I said, I make the videos of it and put
Right.
music to it. So I keep this in, it's called AP mode, which is a stable mode.
Sure.
So I can get it at a height and kill it, throttle a little bit, and it'll just sit
I wonder
there.
if you could put the ZEMU, the gimbal on there. I wonder.
That's my
The one
next
that Adam
investment,
had that-
believe it or
that
not, is a
lost.
gimbal.
Oh, you can, and do they make one?
They make a gimbal
Okay.
for it, yes.
This
And that-
looks nice and sturdy. It looks really nice.
Thank
Wow.
you. I crashed my first one, so I put some decals on it. They sell these decals. You can just dress it up because it's
Nice.
originally white.
And then this is the first one, or you had to buy a second one because you crashed this.
No, I just repaired. That's the beauty of these things. You know, you just can buy all the parts.
How
Go to-
long is the battery last in this?
I get about 8 to 10 minutes, depending
Wow.
on the flying that I do.
Wow,
And I have 4 batteries, so
that's pretty good.
yeah.
I think we're ready to play
You
a
ready to
little bit
rock?
more, and then I want to get you flying
Okay.
in here with the small one.
Okay, okay.
I've got a controller here. You've got a controller there. I'm red.
Wow, look at this. Okay.
Look at this but this is really them, right? I
yeah,
think.
that's really them.
All right, so we'll skip this, and there you go. And so we got to switch controllers.
Oh,
Here you go. All right, here we go. Now I've got it going. Here we go. All right. So now I'm still not controlling it. Are you controlling it?
So you had the Rangers.
Oh, I did have the right one. Switch back.
you're losing cool points, Adam.
No, Adam's not losing cool points.
I
I'm
mean,
losing.
Mike, you're losing cool points by the second.
There you go.
'Cause you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you wake up with 100 cool points. You lost about 40. Right?
Yeah, but when I score on you, I'll get like 100 more.
I'll take this.
Oh!
Right on cue,
I think
too.
you were in the crease.
Right on
You
cue.
were definitely in the crease.
How that taste?
You were in the crease. I want a replay.
Wow, I'm impressed. Look at this. Let me see this go. Look at this.
Oh!
You tried to trip me. Oh,
Oh, I think
look at
Gaborik
the
was
people,
in the crease.
man. Do you
Look at
appreciate
this.
it? Look at the ice
I
kicking
know,
up.
It's unbelievable. All right, that's a goal.
Okay.
That's legitimately a goal.
Go.
Oh, man, look at that. He's got scruff and everything.
Scrub.
Here we go. I'm going to score now. All right, Stahl's got the puck. Oh, what am I doing? You never pass in your own zone like that. Come on. Oh, how do you hit somebody? I need to
Oh.
learn how to hit. Somebody tell me how I hit somebody. I'm going to look at the chat room in 1 second after Steven scores again. Oh, you're killing me in the corner. How are you winning the corners? There we go. Oh, that was my breakaway. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit quick. I don't care. Take a penalty and everything.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh, you want to play dirty, huh?
That's clean. That's completely clean. No penalty. Oh, come on, Nash. We got to get a hip check going. I like in the promo when.
Oh! How that taste?
Oh my gosh, this feels like the Stanley Cup Finals. Apparently, they're calling you Stephen Baker, the goal maker.
Oh,
man,
dude, I'm feeling this. This looks so real.
yeah, I know who's getting a PS4 after dinner.
Look at this. Take that.
Oh, and that's exactly.
Look
where
at
I
the
would've
crowd, man. I
Put it.
love
I know,
it.
this is insane. This is exactly where I would have put it on Lundqvist too. Here we
Really?
go. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think I would have gotten to that point, but I would have definitely wanted to go high on Lundqvist. Sure.
You look, I don't know how to check.
Yeah, well, that makes 2 of us, except for that hit I leveled on.
See,
you.
look at that. What are you?
What is McDonough doing? I tell him pass, and he passes a backhanded pass. I get this. This is like really. This is pretty cool.
I tell you what,
I'm loving this.
they really shoot that puck hard. You know, it ain't like the other game.
Come on, Martin. Oh. I think the Kings are a more physical team.
You got them little guys on your team, right?
Yeah, St. Louis isn't big. Stepan's pretty big, though.
What the? Get the.
Zuccarello. Here we go.
Oh, I got the puck.
Meanwhile,
I-
the Rangers beat the Islanders last night. I just want to say that. In case anybody's keeping score at home. Girardi doesn't even make a good play. That looked like kind of a little dirty hit. Oh, I see. So you really got to like,
wind up.
yeah, well, and you got to let go before you skate past the puck.
No!
Oh, baby! Yeah, that's how John Davidson would say it. Look at that. 2-1. I love this.
No, this is awesome.
Wow, unbelievable.
I mean, based on what we just played, and then you come back to this.
So, like, we wanted to do a retro gaming show. I don't know. Like, after playing this, who wants to see retro gaming? Do you guys want to see retro gaming?
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Nash with the puck. Nash is going to pass across. Kreider.
He made it?
I
No.
think so. Yes, he did. Yes.
Oh, you feeling it now, huh?
I am feeling it
Look at
now.
my fans. They like booing me. Okay. How'd you do this? You went to the... See, you know what you're doing, man.
Well, I know how to play. I don't know how to play this. I know how to play hockey.
See,
so
I don't know how to play hockey. I'm just shooting.
I don't know if it gives me an advantage. It never gave me an advantage when I played, like NHL 93.
Well, what is that, man?
That's hilarious. I don't know who's liking this more, the crew in the studio or you and I. Like, everybody's having a good time. Or the audience, maybe. All right, so Boyle's got the puck. Oh.
Yeah, how that tastes.
Oh, just like that. That's how it tasted. But you get up and you just take the puck back. Did you ever get another team to their fans to boo against? You had to. You guys got other fans to boo against the home team, right?
Oh, Redskins, man.
And how was
In
that feel
Philly.
like? Yeah, being in Philly. Oh, that's awesome. Get
Being
the plate
hated,
on
it-
him. Huh?
It felt good to be hated, and then when you score a touchdown in their face, though, it felt like really
What about
good.
when the other team goes in for halftime and you've made them like the fans boo the other team, like the home team?
Oh, it's a charge for you, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like we got an edge now because their own fans are turning on them. But, I've been on the other side of that, too, when we
Yeah.
got booed at home.
New York fans are awesome. They're the best, right? But they're also tough.
Yes. Well, they tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's something that I take a lot of pride in, that I played here and withstood all of those, possible accusations. And because you got to be strong to play here, man. You
Yes.
get these kids who get free agency and come here from Kansas City, and they don't know what they're in for until they come to New York.
That is for sure.
Because the New York press don't play or sugarcoat stuff.
At all.
And you got to love it.
We don't mess around at all. in here.
No, you got to love it.
And you do. I think you got to thrive off of it.
Exactly.
I thought it was interesting that, Victor Cruz kind of gave some advice to Odell Beckham the other day.
I read that on
And I
the,
thought that was good.
Yeah.
I think it's good when teammates look out for each other, too.
Yeah, because it can
We got,
happen.
we got a Tim Hortons ad on the ice. I think that's actually at the Garden. I don't know. Might not be. Oh, this game's in LA. Well, there you go. That's right. We're not wearing the blues. Oh. Did you ever go to a hockey game?
Actually, when I was younger, my first game I ever went to was the Devils and the Kings here, right down the street.
Really?
Yes. And right on cue, Gretzky was playing for the Kings, and he hit one of the Devils so hard up against the board.
Gretzky did?
Yes, and I know that's unlike him because he's a scorer.
Wait, was that like...
Let me just tell
That
you.
was Janet Gretzky, right? His wife?
Oh.
His wife hit one of the...
No, and let me tell you, the guy hit, the plexiglass went over like this. came-
Gretzky?
I swear to God, the plexiglass came over like that, and the guy's blood streaks from his nose was on the glass.
Oh, my
And
God.
I said, oh my God. And everybody else in their trip too was like, that was Gretzky. So you got to think of his illustrious career, he had to have at least a couple of them.
I saw Gretzky when he was a Ranger get nailed at the Garden.
Really?
Oh, it was great. He got spun around by somebody. I don't even remember. And then somebody else just drilled him as he was being spun around.
And back then that was legal.
I don't know how legal it was, but it happened. Oh, you're good at when I wind up. You really got to be on your game in this thing. That's pretty cool. I never saw Gretzky in his heyday. I saw Gretzky towards the end of his career at the Garden. By the way, Janny thinks I can beat you, and I'm happy with Janny for that. Thank you, Janny. I never saw Gretzky in his heyday play live. It would have been awesome, but I really would have liked to have seen like that whole Oilers team that he played on.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Like I said, I only know him from of course, when he came to L.A.
Yeah. What did you think when you got to New York? I mean, you're an LA guy. It's not that much different than New York, but it's still different.
Yeah, like when I got here, the first thing that I thought about was like, wow, the Big Apple and 42nd Street and the Empire State Building from King Kong movies. That was really all I was looking forward to. And then when I got here and actually got on the roadways and saw that you had to pay tolls, I'm like, I'm not gonna be going nowhere. Because in LA, man, we don't pay tolls and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna stay in the house all the time. But I finally got some courage up and went out and took a tour on 42nd Street and saw all the debauchery.
I was gonna say that was a lot different then, but it's going back to that now.
Is it really?
It's not so much Times Square like 42nd, but like around the Garden. It wasn't too pleasant the other night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. You don't go into the city that much?
No, only because I'm a kind of an introvert guy, and I don't like all the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
You know, if I go, I got it down to a science. I leave at 3. If I have an appearance there at 7 o'clock and I have to drive in, I will leave at 3 o'clock.
No traffic, hang
yes,
out for a little while.
Because the tunnels are clear there. Nobody told me this until last year. I found it out, being out here 20 plus years, that if you leave at 3 something, the tunnels are clear going in there. Because whenever I had a 7 o'clock appearance in the city, I would leave it like, 4, saying, oh, yeah, I had plenty of
Sit
time.
in traffic forever.
Yeah.
It's better to get in. I agree. Oh. Yeah, I used to love the city. I still like it, but I don't love it as much.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, Jenny, I saw Gretzky and Curry, Yari Curry play, but I never saw them live. I wish. That would have been amazing. So Gretzky played with a guy named Yari Curry.
Okay.
And Yari, I think, was Yari from Finland? Is that why Jenny's telling me about Yari Curry? But they had some like look at that. Yes.
Next time I come, I'm bringing my Madden, okay? On
You're bringing your
Xbox
Madden,
One.
is
I
right.
got the extra controller and everything, all right?
All right. I'm going to be ready.
Bring your A game, that's all I'm saying.
So Yari Curry and Gretzky had like this innate ability to find each other on the ice without ever looking. So it's like Magic and Kareem with the no-look pass, or Magic and Worthy. And literally, like, they would just find each other. And wherever Gretzky threw the puck, Yari Curry was. And wherever Yari threw the puck, Gretzky was. This is the key to this game.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You kicking it out wide to your scorer.
By the way, we have no audio on it. I just want to apologize about that to everybody. We didn't set it up the way we Oh, we do have audio. I thought we didn't have audio on the game. Why didn't somebody tell me that? I don't have audio is the thing. Is that what it is? Yari Curry, Finland. Yes, there you go. And Janny has the book. But I'm killing you.
Yeah, and it's all good. This is your sport.
I should kill you in this, right? You're going to destroy me in football.
I ain't
know
going to say
that.
destroy you, but it'll be a lot more competitive. Because, see, I don't even know what I'm doing now. Can I change my goalie? Because
You can,
he's
but
fried.
he's good. I wouldn't do that. All right. Maybe, you know what? Here, switch with me. I'll play the Kings, and you have a 4-goal lead.
Oh, wow. So now you're trying to give me pity points, huh?
No.
Okay.
I'm a
It's all good. It's all good.
For a minute you were liking hockey. Now
I
you're
know.
not liking hockey anymore.
It's always better when you're winning.
That is true. You know what the difference is I guess that I have that vision that Yari Curry and Gretzky had. No, I'm just kidding. Those guys had unbelievable vision. It was ridiculous. But the thing is, in this game, so what I'm doing is I'm splitting you wide and I'm passing across and shooting. And so I'm moving the goaltender across the net.
Ah.
And
he's out of position.
Yeah, see that? So the goal was across the net. Like I moved. See, I got to move them. So watch. Well, this one, I don't know. This was just that's a bad goal.
You're just
but
good.
all the other ones, watch here. Pass across, put it up high.
I got you.
So I'm moving him side to side. That's what you got to do in hockey. Especially today. The goaltenders have these pads that are so big that they can literally cover the entire bottom of the net. So you got to go up high, but you got to move them from side to side because there's only little
Oh, really?
gaps.
So that's the
Yeah.
strategy.
But they didn't used to have pads like that. These are the new pads, which is I don't love the new pads. It takes away or make the nets bigger if you want to use those.
Can you remember the days when they used to the goalies didn't wear helmets? What the heck was that about?
That was
I mean,
stupidity.
really, who signs up for that job?
An idiot, a crazy person.
I'll do it, coach. I mean,
you played. I think football's the toughest sport in the world, right? Like literally, hockey's a great sport, but I think that football is the toughest sport in the world. You got to be a man to play football. It's like war. You're a warrior. You played football, and you would never get in the net without a mask, would you?
heck no. I'm sorry. You know what I really want to say? There ain't no way.
Yeah.
You see that puck? You held one before.
Yes, I held one. I've shot them. I've been hit by them too.
I don't understand why even these regular guys don't have full face masks.
I don't either. I say that all the time. I don't get it. I don't know why. Like, what's the point? It's a macho thing, but why? I mean, football players wear face masks
I mean, after talking to guys
with no teeth.
well, Nicky Fontoura and all those
Oh
guys.
yeah, Nick Fatio. Yeah.
Nick Fatio, I'm sorry. I see them every year at this golf outing. And when they told me what they do and what they did to players for fun,
What did they do? Tell me a story.
I can't
Tell
say
me
it on air.
one story. You could tell me one
Well,
thing.
it's just things about tying people up and playing with that hockey stick where the sun don't shine.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, he looks at me and says, "So, Bake, what did you guys do for fun?" and I'm like,
You're like,
"Dude,"
what, for fun?
I said, "Dude, I can't even. I have no stories for you."
Yes. You have. There's nothing. You guys didn't do anything crazy.
Not like that.
But because you were a wide receiver on the lines, they're doing
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
maybe
that. I mean,
defensive
Strahan's book,
players.
he talks about John Runyon grabbing him all the time.
Really?
Yeah, down in the pile. I think in the pile things happen. You
Well,
were never in a pile, right?
Oh, one time I had to recover a fumble, and it wasn't
That wasn't pretty, right?
pleasant. No, because
Yeah.
it's like all the language is going on in there, and like the crap talking is unbelievable. You just got to remain calm, and because you
And
can go
guys
crazy.
are trying to rip the ball out of your hands.
Exactly.
Even after, like, the ref's like, it's Giants' ball, they're still trying to rip it out of your hands.
Yeah, it wasn't. Like I said, only one time was I on the bottom of a pile. Thank God. Oh, what was
But
that?
the offensive linemen deal with that all the time. Yeah, hockey's dirty. It's fun to be dirty in hockey. I will say that. I definitely like, I'd hold guys. I'd put my thumb in their cuff of their glove. The ref can't really see that. And
Really?
Then, yeah. Then you can control their hands on their stick.
Well, that's just playing hocky, right? It's
Yeah,
like
it's just
what
playing
you can get
hockey.
away with.
Yeah. If you get caught, you get caught. That's all. Then you go, what? I didn't hold anybody. You're like, I wasn't holding. Tell me where I was holding the guy. Come on.
Did you ever get into fights?
Oh yeah, all the
So
time.
you take the gloves and throw them down, and that means let's go?
so we had to wear face masks when I was a kid.
Okay.
So we didn't take our gloves off to fight. We literally, I mean, there were times where we did. Everybody took their whole helmets off and fought, but we didn't really take our gloves off. We'd fight with the gloves on. But we once. So I had a coach, and we called him Too Far Fred, and Fred would literally, he was like, today. I mean, I love Fred, but Fred would never be he'd never be a coach today. I mean, the parents would have had him. I mean, he'd be arrested, is what he would be. He'd talk about players' sisters. How about she comes in here before the game? you know.
What?
Oh, yeah. Hey, is that your mom in the stands? Why doesn't she come down if we win?
Wait, and this was college or high school?
This is high school.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
by the way, he was my coach from the time I was like 5, okay? And
Is that your mom?
yeah, no, literally. I don't even want to tell you. My mother was in a car accident and had a neck brace on for a while. And he would literally, when they were talking, she'd talk to him, and he'd walk around her in circles. So she had to, turn, because she couldn't turn her head. She'd turn her whole body. And he thought it was funny, and then he was, yeah. Oh, it
Thought
was.
it was funny.
I can't even tell you. The stuff you heard at the bottom of the pile, that's Fred all the time. So that's offsides. All right. Well, they're letting it go, so I'm not going to tell them that. Anyway, so with Fred looks at, we're playing a game that's going to get us to the state championships. We're playing against the Nassau County Lions, pretty good team, and we're down 3 goals with 2 minutes to play. And he looks at their bench, maybe 5 minutes to play, and he looks at their bench and notices they only got 2 guys on the bench. They've all been it was a rough game, and they all got thrown out and stuff. So they've only got 2 guys left on the bench. No, 1 guy left on the bench. And Fred just looks at us and goes, go start a fight. What? Go start a fight. Are you serious?
The coach.
Yeah, go start a fight. Why? If you start a fight, then they won't be able to finish the game. With 5 minutes left, I'm talking about. A game that's going to decide which team goes to the New York State Championships.
Oh, my God.
So what do? We go out and start a fight. And this was the craziest fight. We had this one guy, Ryan Bellina. Fred had to reach into Ryan's jockstrap, into his hockey pants, and grab his jockstrap and pull it out and give him a wedgie so that he was going to kill the other team's coach. So meanwhile, this guy gets tossed, that guy gets tossed. By the time the dust settles, they've only got 4 guys.
Wow.
Ryan Bellina and Danny Nassi were the 2 guys who were being held up by their jockstraps on our team. And we got into this fight, and we go on to the States, and they go home.
So that was great coaching.
I guess it's great coaching.
I mean, you only get to go to States once in your life, man. So he made it happen for you.
Yes, and then we lost my senior year. We lost the States on a shootout, and I score my goal, and then the guy who loses it for us, so basically it keeps going back and forth, and the guy who loses it shoots the puck into the corner. like not even wide, like into the corner.
Oh boy.
And I go up to Fred afterwards, and I know it's probably like the end of my road for my hockey, for me. And I went up to him, and I got tears coming down my eyes, like this is the end for me. And I got tears, and I give him a big hug, and I go, thanks for everything. I can't even repeat what he said to me.
It wasn't sympathetic.
It wasn't sympathetic. Stop crying, you big.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I miss coaches like that.
I
I'll be
know,
honest
it was
with you.
great,
I
like-
really do.
Yeah.
Because today's coaches aren't, you know, I don't know.
But that was what it was. That was Fred, and we had a lot of fun. And we were tough. We were a team from an area of Long Island that was very well off, and I think people thought that we'd be a pushover, and so we were really tough, and we fought a lot. I think that we probably had to fight a game.
Wow.
Realistically, yeah, and we had fights that were like 2 or 3 people at a time. Like I remember once we had this guy Krieger on my team, and he was crazy, and and I'm in a fight on, all of a sudden, this guy, I'm short, but this guy goes flying over my head and slamming into the boards, right? And I'm in the middle of a fight, and I turn around, and this guy Krieger is standing there like, yeah! He threw the guy over my head! Like he was Hulk Hogan, and that was, a body slam.
A body.
It was unbelievable. We had the craziest fights. We were in a fight in Coney Island. I mean, in Coney Island, these guys from Long Island, these pretty boys from Long Island are against these guys from Coney Island, the toughest neighborhood. And we got into a fight, and like this guy Danny Nassie was big on my team. He was tough, and Ryan Bellina, and they were real tough. And so Danny's being escorted off the ice, and this guy puts his helmet back on, gets away from the ref, and skates at him. And we're yelling, Danny, Danny. Danny turns around, catches this kid as he's skating up to him barehanded. He was wearing that full plexiglass, it's called an iTech, and goes, and shatters the thing. And then just skates off the ice. Yeah. It was insane. We were like the Mets.
Get arrested for some stuff like that.
We had goalies who would get into fights. We had goalies who would get into fights with fans when they were thrown out of games. It was insane.
And this was high school?
Yeah, we were nuts.
Wow.
We were nuts. It was a lot of fun though.
Like I said, like I told those other hockey players, y'all crazy.
We
man.
are.
Y'all crazy.
I think to play hockey, see, like football, like you're warriors. In hockey, you just have to be crazy. No, I'll tell you. You know what?
I believe
like
it.
I was small, so like I would get pushed around always. At the beginning of the game, the biggest guy on the ice would want to hit me, and I had to have this mental game. I'd laugh at them the whole way down the ice. So like one of their big defensemen would try and rock me in the corner, and I was good like at staying up on my feet. So I'd get crushed, and it would kill like my ribs and everything. And I'd be skating down the ice, and I'd be like laughing at him. Is that all you got? It's gonna be a long night. And you know that like mentally screws with
Oh
that
yeah,
guy.
especially if
He
they
gave
came
me
with
everything he had.
and you still got it.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, just get me to the bench. Like, but I'm like, hey, is that all you got? Come on. Yeah, it was crazy. We had a lot of fun though. And it's a great sport. It's different from football though. Football, I had one good play in football once. Two good plays. One, I was playing quarterback and nobody was open.
Oh, you're a quarterback, huh?
And nobody was open, and I was slow. I was like, I was like a Dan Marino quarterback, basically. I wasn't going.
So you had a great arm.
I had a good arm.
Quick
yeah.
release.
And so we weren't very good, by the way. I will say that.
You guys should go toss a few outside.
We should. Pete wants to know if we'll toss a few outside. Maybe
Absolutely.
we should toss
Let's
a
see
few.
if you can still got some steam on your ball.
All right, so I have nowhere to go, and this one kid, it's actually the same kid who shot that puck into the corner. He throws a block. A guy's coming right at me, throws a block, and I see nothing but daylight, and I just took off. And I made it down to the goal line. I was like 2 yards out.
yards?
Yeah.
Oh.
And my other best play is the play you dream of as a quarterback. I would play in my room like this was the play, right? I'm in the pocket. The guy cuts across. And just as I release it, I
You
get
get
nailed.
nailed.
And I'm on the ground watching
Nice.
watching him catch it, but I'm like on the ground like this. watching, like I still remember in my mind laying on the turf
And you see the guy
sideways
catch
and being like, yes, and getting up and running downfield. That was the 2 best plays of my
Highlights of your-
football career. Yeah.
That's
Right there.
awesome,
But
man.
football's awesome, but that's like football's such a great feeling to play football, to make a play in football.
Yeah,
I think.
No, I have to agree. It's probably singly I always said I wish everybody could experience that once. You know, to bring a stadium to their feet or to catch a touchdown. it's like it's nothing like it. It really
Yeah.
isn't. And every time I see, that's why I still enjoy going to the games, because even though they're not cheering for me, just hearing that sound,
Sure.
it's so cool. And
What about when they bring you back for like alumni functions and stuff, and you walk out of that tunnel and everybody gets nuts? Are you,
oh
I
man,
mean, is that
yeah, it's awesome, because you always dream of doing something like that, and then I actually was blessed to be able to do it, and then to come back as a retired guy,
Yeah.
and they have us come there like this is our 25th anniversary, so I'm sure they're gonna do something
wow
special this
You got to
year.
keep me posted on that. We want to be there. I was at the '86 team's 25th
Is that
anniversary.
right?
Yeah, I'll tell you the funniest story from that is I was working for the New York Post at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing a one-on-one with Parcells that they had set up, and so we're off in like the corner of the celebration before it starts. We're doing a one-on-one, and some guy walks up. And he's, not a young guy, so it wasn't like he was a kid asking this question, and it wasn't even like he was a kid who watched it at home. This guy covered the team probably back
Okay.
then. And he takes his recorder right in the middle of my one-on-one and goes, Bill, in game 8 against the Redskins, you had a 4th and 3, and you told Phil to go for it, and Phil went for it, and did that turn your season around, that play? And did Phil audible at the line, or how did that go down? And I just turned to this guy and go, excuse me, did you just wait 25 years to ask him that question about a specific play in a regular season game, and you
Wow.
interrupted our interview to do that? Is that what just happened here? And the guy's like, yeah, I've been waiting forever to ask him this. And I'm like, about a play, 21 play, 25
In a regular
years
season
in a
game.
regular season game. And he goes, yeah, so Bill,
No way. And he was serious.
yeah, and Bill just goes, I remember that play. Phil did audible, and I don't know if that turned our season around. You know how like Bill would say that. He would go, how he said, I could hear his voice now saying it. I don't know if that turned our season around, but we won the game because of that play, and then we started the steamroll. So if you want to call it turning the season around, fine. But like to me, that was just another play in another game.
And Bill remembered it.
Yeah, I mean,
More-
or he pretended to remember
Pretended,
it. I mean,
okay.
who knows? I mean.
Oh.
But he's a coach. He probably, that was probably, I guess it was a big call back then.
I
mean,
guess.
first of all, nobody went for it on 4th and anything back then. So 4th and 3 was a big decision.
Exactly.
I don't even know if the play actually happened. I never looked it up. I mean, I'm taking this guy's word for it.
So Bill.
Imagine if he like punked him and it was like, that play never happened.
That's wrong.
But yeah, so then Bill's like, so the guy goes to ask a follow-up question. He's like, no. You interrupted the interview. I answered your question. You want to ask a question, ask it when, there's the whole press conference.
Nice.
And I thought that was cool. I like Bill a lot. He's a cool guy.
No, he's a good guy. Like I say, we were talking off air. He's a good coach, and he, end of the day, he just wants to win.
Right.
If you're not giving it to him, he said, "Bake, you're not giving it to me. I can go get somebody off the street and do that. I'll go." He said, "I'll go get John Starworth and pay him $200,000 He'll give me what I want because you're not giving it to me." So he would say stuff like that to motivate you.
That would motivate you, wouldn't it?
You have no idea. And then some guys don't tell him you bought a house. If he found out you bought a house,
Yeah.
he threatened people with that. And like, I sure hope you haven't made too many more payments on that house, saying like you're not going to be able to afford it anymore because you're not going to be here.
Wow.
But he would say things like that to motivate you. You
Sure.
know, I've only known him to cut one person during the season. It was a guy by the name of Ricky Shaw.
Okay.
He was a linebacker from Oklahoma, and Ricky kind of knew he was getting it too. It was after a Monday night game against the 49ers. He sat next to me, said, "Bake, I think I'm out of here."
Wow.
But that was the only time I ever seen Parcells cut somebody in mid-season.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it seems like such an honorable guy and such a great guy, and like he wants to do the right thing, but he wants to win.
And that's about it. You can't be mad at that. That's why I said I always got along with him, even though he didn't like little guys,
Right.
and I had to prove myself to him. I respected that. I had a lot of confidence in my ability. I said, all right, I'll get your respect because I know what I can do.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then I know we're like running, I think we're 8 minutes late already. We're still doing the show. So what we're going to do is take a quick break, and then we're going to fly this thing in here,
Okay,
and then we'll call it a day.
sounds good.
You were
man.
awesome. This game was great, was it not?
It really was. I'm going to have to get it again so I can practice up for
You're
you,
going to
but-
practice.
But I'm bringing my Madden,
Yeah, I'm
so
going
you
to
better
practice
be
on
ready.
Madden. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for watching Be Terrific. We hope you're enjoying the great content. Our team here works tirelessly to put together an amazing lineup of content for you, and they want to thank you for watching. So on behalf of them, thank you. Now, a few months back, we brought you the story of Tina Katz. It's an inspiring, uplifting, and miraculous story, and it's not over yet. Tina is a good friend of mine, and she's the sister of Be Terrific co-founder Peter Poon. Unfortunately, she was in a terrible accident just before the new year, and she lost her legs. But Tina finally got prosthetics with your help, and now she still needs your help because her fight isn't over yet. She still needs to accomplish a lot. To find out more, go to tinaversethe7train.com. You can read all about her story, and you can find out exactly what she needs. And there you can donate, because it takes a community to help get Tina back on her feet. Her story is so inspiring. I hope that one day she'll go public and tell her story to everybody so that she can do the speaking circuit and uplift a lot of people. But right now I know she's uplifting and inspiring you just like she does me. Don't worry, at Be Terrific, we'll keep you up to date on her progress and do more stories so that you can follow how she's doing. But you can also do that on tinaversethe7train.com. And of course, you can go there to donate. Please do. I'm Michael Artsis. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And keep it locked to Be Terrific.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, the DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
My favorite two devices are my iPhone and iPad. I really love them. And I really want to ditch the laptop so that I can just use the iPhone and iPad on the road. Well, if I do that, that means that I have to be able to bring my Be Terrific content with me. And I'm so excited to announce that now you can. We teamed up with Como, COMO.com. You can go build your own app there to build our app. And we've got an amazing app. Not only is it in the Apple iTunes Store, it's also in the Android Store and the Amazon Kindle Store. And you can get your app just by going to beterrific.com/app. It's free and it's fun. You can interact with us and engage with us. You can follow us socially, and you can watch all our content on the go, including our live stuff. And there's a whole lot more features here, including getting in touch with us. Go to beterrific.com/app, pick which device you have, and it'll take you to the right store. You'll be able to download this app free and take us on the go. Have fun with it and do it now. And by the way, there's an events page so you can find out about all our coverage and events that are coming up. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting us, and continue to enjoy our amazing content.
I stare out over water and skip stones on the waves. I left my heart wide open, but new life never came. And all we have forgotten, the life under the sea, the wind beneath your
Welcome back. I'm Michael Artsis. We got Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker,
Yes,
in
sir.
studio. The Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Super Bowl ring, the Emmy, the whole deal. We're having fun. Are we not having fun?
Absolutely.
Have you had a good time today?
I really have. This is awesome. Talking gaming and football and hearing your hockey stories. It's awesome.
You
dude.
that's what you like my hockey stories. It's,
Yeah,
we're
because they're
talk-
better than my football stories.
No, they're
by
not.
far.
There's no way.
Yes, they are.
There's no way. I told off air. I told you some
Mm-hmm.
stories that I couldn't possibly tell on air, but they're fun.
Yes. It's
we
a
had
part
some-
of our makeup, though. It
Yes.
made us the people we are today.
Absolutely.
know?
But you've got to have like throughout your career, you've got to have some good football stories too.
I mean, I got a couple.
You've got a good story today, though. This is what I like to hear. Is you're wearing your jersey not because you came to see us, although you always wear Giants gear. You're wearing your jersey because you went to visit somebody in the hospital.
Yes, and I'm sad to say, Michael, her name is Lily
Okay.
LaRue, and because of scheduling conflicts, my car, I had to get it picked up
Fixed, yeah.
today and fixed. And the timing got messed up, and her mother called and said, we have to cancel.
Oh.
And now the girl, she's going in for treatments. But I told them, just let me know the next day available, and I'm there.
That's so great. You do this regularly, right?
Yeah, I mean, and it's always been a part of me. I mean, what are you if you can't make somebody, if just by showing up, making someone's treatment go better? She's a big Giants fan.
Yeah.
And, I'd bring the trophy, let her wear the ring, and just to bring a smile on their face for a couple of hours,
I mean, it's so true that all you have to do is spend 10 minutes with this girl, and you make her week, and you can help her battle cancer because it gives her the motivation to get better. And I feel like it's a responsibility because, you've been bestowed a great honor and a great privilege and given a great talent. And to take 10 minutes out of your day, I know that that's not easy, especially you do it a lot. But to take at some point, I feel like it's a responsibility. But I love that you do it all the time. You don't just do it like once a year or once every 6 months. You do it regularly, and you stay in touch with the family. And I think that's phenomenal. And,
No,
and
thank you,
we're
man.
wishing the best for Lily.
Thank you. And I'll be sure to get her that message. It's how I was raised,
Yeah.
And my mother always said, you would want somebody to do that for you.
Well, tell her when she's done with everything.
Yeah.
She's got an appointment to play some video games here on Be Terrific live.
And she'll probably beat both of us.
She'll beat
that.
both of us.
You
In
know these
hockey?
kids.
Can she beat me in hockey? All right, let's see what happens with this. You're going to give me
All
the
right.
goggles.
Yeah, this is
and
called taking you for a ride. So you put on the goggles.
All right.
And then I'll fly the craft, and you'll look at all the Adam and everybody in here and all the
Okay,
stuff.
so
you
I've
have
got right now nothing, right? I've got
You
snow.
should see you got snow?
Yeah. It looks like I'm playing a video game in 1990 and somebody
well, you
pulled the
shouldn't have
connector out.
snow.
All right. I'm going to give it back to you.
Technical difficulties here.
It's all right.
You shouldn't have snow.
So this is the little tiny drone.
Yes.
And the goggles, but you can use the goggles for the bigger drone too. And I can't
I'm gonna
understand
unplug
how
it
you
again
can
and plug it back in.
how you can fly like you fly it where you're actually just wearing the goggles, not in here, but outdoors.
Well, what happens is you're so used to flying it in third person. Oh, here's what happened. I'm sorry. This came loose here. I'm so used to flying in third person, so it's a little different when you're doing it. You got to act like you're inside this
Yeah.
aircraft.
Wow. And have
There
you
you
ever flown a real helicopter or anything like
No,
that?
I had an opportunity to. I was doing an appearance in Long Island. They were going to send a helicopter. Can you see now?
Yeah.
They were going to send a helicopter, but we had a snowstorm that day.
Ah.
And
I see Chris's feet
Okay.
and Adam with the camera, and now it's flying. And now I see Adam. This is pretty awesome. You've got great control of this thing.
Well,
I see
quads are easy
myself.
to control. They basically, you get them up in the air and you just give minimal input
I
to
think
keep
the-
it in one space.
I think the quads are hard to control, especially the little ones. The little
Well,
ones are really hard to control.
Yeah, that little one you have over there is pretty difficult, but like they say, the bigger they are, the easier they are to fly.
This is so cool. So literally, I could actually try to fly like this. I could see that. I would maybe get a little screwed up, but I like
Yeah,
it.
it takes some practice.
Especially if I was coming at myself. How far can you fly this one from?
This little one is mainly for indoors.
Okay.
But my bigger boy over there, that one can go up to, 600, 700, 800 feet
800 feet.
out of sight.
Wow.
And actually just hit the return to home feature because it is, GPS locked in. It's
And then how the transmission will be 800 feet too?
yeah,
or-
it goes. These things have as far as you can see. This transmitter I'm holding in my hand, as far as I can see,
Yeah.
as far as I can control. That scared
Wow.
you there?
No. I was just wondering.
I'm gonna freak you out. We're gonna fly behind you now.
This is crazy. Oh, I feel it on my head, my bald head. There you go.
But they're fun, man. I love it, and it keeps me out of trouble. I've always been.
I wonder if I could play the game like this. That would be crazy.
Well,
You
one
just
day,
hover.
Oculus Rift,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah. Adam's got an Oculus.
I
We gotta get it in
heard.
here. We gotta get you on the Oculus. That's awesome. And what?
Thank you.
So this is called the Fat Shark.
Yeah, Fat Shark. This is their first generation.
Okay.
They come out with a thinner one that's white and looks very sexy, man.
Yeah.
This one just came out 2 years ago, and for what I need it for, it works perfect.
We got to get out into the field when you fly the real helicopters.
You got to come
and all
out.
that stuff.
All my
Oh,
guys
absolutely.
at Tri-County Flight Club would love to see you there.
We got to
man.
do so much more with you. And I want you to come. We're going to start 2 video game shows. I want you to be part of it. We'll talk about that off air, but I really do want you to be part of it. And hold on one second. I want to do something with this. Look at that. This
No, look at this.
is
This is an Emmy, guys. An Emmy. The stuff y'all see on TV. Emmy.
Lombardi Trophy. Very
cool.
select few win this.
A very select few win this.
Well,
True.
that's too kind of you, but we're both right. This is
Exactly.
unbelievable. Thank you.
Very cool.
The amazing and very talented, multi-talented,
Yeah,
even though
right.
he would say jack of
all trades, master of none.
That is not true, but the very talented Stephen Baker,
Thank you.
Giants legend, Super Bowl
Mike,
champion. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
You've been amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is the Michael Artsis Show for today. You got to tune in tomorrow. Don't forget to download our app, app.beterrific.com. And, of course, that's for Android, iPhone, and even Kindle, and you can put it on your tablets as well. And don't forget, in addition to that, you also need to know that you can reach us at BeTerrificTV on Instagram and Twitter. And, of course, you can email us, connect@beterrific.com. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining us. Be terrific.